Have you ever felt the pressure of handling unexpected questions during your presentation? You're not alone. Believe me, handling questions effectively can make your presentation so impressive. If you offer a Q&A scenario to your audience, you occupy more space in the heart of the audience. But the question arises here, how to deal with those questions. So here are the 6 very proven techniques to answer very effectively. Tip number 1, get into the topic. First of all, obtain so many information about the topic so that you could be ready to answer any kind of question. Right on? And tip number 2, go through FAQs. FAQs stands for frequently asked questions. Right? Go through the questions which are earlier asked by the audience on the same topic. So you could have better idea to answer. Right on? So go through FAQs. And tip number 3, listen carefully. When somebody asks you a question, then you have to listen very carefully without interrupting. Don't interrupt your audience in between, otherwise you could not understand the better and you could not answer properly, right? So always listen to your audience very carefully. Yes, of course, nod, right? So that your audience could believe, yeah, he's listening to me, right? Yeah, of course, right? Okay, then the 4th tip, clarify if needed. If you don't understand the question, so don't start giving answer, right on? Understanding something else. So there will be no clarity. So therefore, you must clarify it, such as, could you give me some more information? Could you tell me in other words? Then your audience will try to tell you in an easy way to understand, right on? So the 5th way, like show gratitude. This is most important in Q&A scenarios. When somebody asks you a question, then you have to firstly thank that person for asking the question and then give some compliments for his question, such as, thank you very much for asking this beautiful question. Take your seat. Then answer the question, right on? And if you don't know answer, so please believe it, admit it, right? Admit. If you admit, so it shows that you are a very honest person. So be honest. If you don't know the answer, so you have to say, oh, thank you very much for your beautiful question. I appreciate your question, but I have no idea about it. Thank you very much for asking this. Take your seat. Right on? So this is how you could just deny that you don't know the answer. And the 6th very important tip is avoid lengthy answers. Never give lengthy answers, otherwise other audience would be waiting for a chance to ask question and he will never get the chance, and after that he would abuse or she would abuse you. Oh my god, he offered a Q&A session and he gave only a single answer. I had a question to ask him, but he didn't give me a chance to ask. Right on? So always you have to give everybody a chance. So please finish your presentation so that you could have a better timing for your Q&A session. Never end your presentation with taking a lot of time. Within 1 minute, how could you conduct a Q&A session? So please take out the time for Q&A properly. Then answer every question briefly. Don't give a lot of information. Give short answers so that everybody could ask their questions. I hope you've understood everything about answering questions. If you have any other question regarding dealing with the questions, so comment below. I'll be checking it out and I will tell you. Now I'm going to tell you some other techniques to handle different kind of questions. What if someone criticizes you? What if someone asks controversial questions? What if no one has questions? Now I'm going to give you the solution. When somebody criticizes you, don't worry, stay calm. Say, yes, you noticed it. It's very important. I'll make sure that I'll be covering it in the next sessions. And say to the person, thank you, take your seat. And the second one, someone asks controversial questions. Don't give your personal views there. Otherwise there will be biased nature or there will be problem. So you got to show the data there. Don't tell your personal views. According to me, BJP is wrong. Never, never, never. You could say the data says, according to this website, I would like to tell you. So according to the facts and data, you got to tell there. You don't be personalized there. Personalize your own experiences there. You got to give some objective kind of answers. Right on? So give there the facts and data and figures, but don't tell your personal views there. Otherwise, it will be a bias and there will be a negative tone in your conference. And the third one, no one has question. When you offer Q&A to your audience and nobody has question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may ask question right now. Anyone? Please ask. No question? Then you disappoint. Never be disappointed because you have done your work. Now nobody has question. It means they all have understood it. Right on. So you gotta say with positive smile, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I was very clear to you.